Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Jesper Offersen and today we are going to look at a product from Paula'S Choice. We are going to look at this Azelaic booster. It is a 10% azelaic acid. Why would you be using a product like that? Well, azelaic acid is known to lighten the skin. Not in the sense that if you have a darker skin tone and you would like to brighten it or lighten it or whatever they call it in a nice way, kind of like in a controversial way, you would kind of like to lighten your skin because you would not, for whatever reason, not be happy with the color you have. It's not that sort of controversial product. It is a product that is designed to lighten skin tones. If you, for example, particularly if you have a darker skin, then if you have had a zit, then you might have had the issue with that where that zit was, you will have some sort of a scar and it will be much darker than your other skin. So that is where you can use something like this product here, so azelaic acid. There is that little thing that this product here is an over-the-counter product, and what that means is that usually when you see scholarly articles about azelaic acid and how it works on the skin, it will be a prescription strength. So that would be kind of like a 15 or 20% azelaic acid they have used. So you might have luck with a product like this, which is only a 10%. So I have tried this product here. This is a small tube because it is a travel size. I opted for the smaller version because I thought that was expensive enough. But you can get a bigger tube if you are happy with this sort of a product. So I have tried it, and if we just see how much is actually left of it, if I can get anything out here. There was 5 milliliters in it. That's not a whole lot. So we need a little bit of some like that. You can see it is a sort of a whitish cream. And I would say when I used it on my face, we can just have a little try. I felt it actually it felt nice on the skin, and it sunk into the skin pretty quickly, and it did not annoy my skin. Now, skin is it's very different from person to person, and there will be people that will have issues with the azelaic acid, and one of the things you can experience is that you will get some sort of redness or annoyed skin, and some people might get a skin that is actually dry. So would I think you would get that from a 10% solution? Maybe not, maybe you will. But what if you have that sort of a situation, or if you already to begin with know that you have a sensitive skin, then it would be a good idea to not use this product directly on the skin, but use your moisturizer first, and then use this product on top, or any other product with the azelaic acid in it, because that would just take the top off any sort of irritation that might occur. Now, how is a product like this changing if you have some sort of a discoloration on your skin? What is actually going on? Well, there is an enzyme called tyrosinase, which is responsible for the color of our skin, our hair, and so on. And what azelaic acid does is that it actually stops that from working. So for that, I would say don't use it in your hair. Well, I don't think it will have an effect on your hair as such, but it is supposed to have an effect on your skin if you have a hyperpigmentation. Now, there is another thing that this product here, or any sort of azelaic acid product, will be good at, and that if you have some sort of this skin issue that is called KERATOSIS PILARIS, then you have too much keratin in your pores, and what that means that it will kind of like get what some people are calling chicken skin, so kind of like a rough bumps, usually on your upper arms. And there, this product with azelaic acid can go in and help with that, because it will break up keratin. So if you have too much keratin going on, then a product like this will go in and break it up. Now, are there some issues with this product here in particular compared to other products that contain azelaic acid? Well, I will say it seems like nowadays you can't really go into any sort of a skincare shop without being sold something with salicylic acid in it. And we have spoken about salicylic acid before, and that is a proven hormone disruptor. So that is not something you would like to have a lot of in your skincare. We have spoken about sunscreens and sun filters, and there you have derivatives of salicylic acid, but with that sort of product, it's kind of like a choice between two evils. But in here, you don't really need a salicylic acid in here. What I would say is that if you would like to try this one here from Paula'S Choice, I would say you have, I mean, we know that salicylic acid will help declog your pores. So in that sense, salicylic acid and azelaic acid works very well together. So it's understandable that Paula'S Choice have put both those ingredients into this product. But I would say that if you would like to use a product like this from Paula'S Choice that both contains azelaic acid and salicylic acid, I would say that you should only use it for maybe about 14 days. And in those 14 days, you will get the benefit of salicylic acid and the benefit of azelaic acid. But after those 14 days, I would stop using salicylic acid, and there I would go for a product that just contains azelaic acid. And the reason is that, as I just said, salicylic acid is a hormone disruptor, and it might be that you are using a face wash that contains salicylic acid. It is very popular at the moment. And then you are using a serum that has salicylic acid in it, and then you are using a product like this that contains salicylic acid, and then you are using a moisturizer that contains salicylic acid. And on top of that, if you are using a chemical sunscreen, you most likely are using something that contains derivatives of salicylic acid. So you guessed it, you get a lot of salicylic acid in your daily skincare routine. So that is not really great. So I would say that whenever you can avoid salicylic acid, try and do so. So what else can azelaic acid be used for? Well, it can be used for another skin condition that is called rosacea, and there again, as if you have real acne issues, you need to have some sort of prescription strength. So we need to talk about 15 or 20% azelaic acid in order to have a serious effect on that. One thing to say is that if you are using a very high strength of azelaic acid, then and usually if you are trying to deal with something like acne, you might use something like a retinoid. And what that means is that vitamin A is something that will also dry out your skin. So here you can have two situations where you are drying out your skin from two angles, and that is something that one should really be a little bit careful with. There is a company called Dermatica, I think it's called Dermatica, and they make a prescription strength azelaic acid creams, and they will make one that is personalized for you. So a dermatologist, if you have serious acne and rosacea issues, is obviously something that is a good person to go to. But I would say that if you're just experimenting with azelaic acid for some sort of minor issues with acne and pimples now and here and there and so on, then I would say Paula'S Choice, this one here, is not something you should use again and again and again. Instead of using Paula'S Choice, I would say you should go for something that is just azelaic acid. So yeah, that was my verdict on this product here. One thing to say is that it contains dimethicone as well, and there are some people that are not particularly keen on that, but it gives a sort of a nice feel on the skin. So yes, if you'd like to see more of this sort of videos, please subscribe, hit the bell, and do all the things you must do in order to be notified when I upload more of this sort of videos. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye.